Vibes, top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening. Whenever this video may find you, I am your host. I'm Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, the number one. Sub to my YouTube channel. That's this channel you watching right here. Like the video, share the video. Well, channel name is Blunt Money Bets. But like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me know what y'all are on. If you're watching on Twitter, please do me a favor, give me a heart and a retweet. I greatly appreciate that. More importantly, sub to the Cap Collective Discord. The link is in the description of this video as well as in the bio of my Twitter page, Mr. Dreamy1. And again, sub to this channel on YouTube and turn your notification bells on so you know when we're going live, all that. All that. Yesterday, oh my god, I guess I'm cold now, man. I had a few, like, I'm up and down this month and I'm about even, but I was ass yesterday, man. I was ass. What really hurt me? It was a one bet that hurt me. I can't even think about it, but I was ass yesterday. I got to do better. I said I would do better today, and I hate saying I know I'm gonna be better because I could lose all my best today, which I highly doubt. But I just know I got to be better. And my reads are there, but it's just like I don't know. I'm not having the best luck right now, which is fine. But yeah, we just got to be better. Shout out to Tommy. We hit those. He came on the show and gave out some fire yesterday. Poptimus Prime came on, give out a winner as well. So, but yeah, I wasn't good. So, long month, still up, I believe, on the month. If not, I'm down like a 10th of a unit, but I believe I'm still up for the month. So, we're gonna get hot and get this shit going. Today, honestly, I do have blunt money bets, but the majority of my investment is on straight bets because I just feel like today is gonna be one of them days when my systems come through for me. We'll see, but I'm not gonna shy away from my bets that I've been placing. I'm gonna keep playing how I'm playing and take it from there. It's just truly been having some bad. I just have to look at this. Yeah, truly been having some bad luck. But yeah, man. That's the macro of it. Still having a great season. Still having a great last month, 2 months, year, all that shit. But you only as good, like I say, as your last day in this shit. You only as good as your last day. So I can't stand when I don't have a good day gambling, bro. It don't matter how much I'm up. I can't stand it. So all right, about to stop crying. And let's get to it, man. Got straight bets. I have timestamps on the day just because the games are so far apart. Which is good because I don't want to be sitting in the house or sitting in a bar or sitting in a club watching all the games concurrently, but still, I think it's good that they move the games around. All right, let's get into these straights. I got a lot of straights for y'all today. I got 6 straights, probably because I have so many straights in general today, but I have 6 straight bets for y'all. One is a unit and the rest are half unit bets, but really like them. All right, so let's do it. First, Boston. This is for unit. Boston, first half full game money line, and Tatum to have 7 rebounds minus 126, and this is for a unit. You're probably getting better odds for this now since the line's gone down. I'm assuming the line has gone down because Jared Allen may get ruled in, or maybe he went through shoot around. Dean Wade, well, probably not Dean Wade, but I'm assuming Jared Allen. Let me double check real quick, see if he's actually been ruled in yet. He's president shoot around like he always fucking is. So who knows? Either way it goes, I'm getting Boston game 3 versus Miami vibes. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Miami versus Boston game 3. Yeah, 104-84. Boston came out 21-12. Then they scored 42 points in the second quarter, and they was up 25 points at halftime against Miami. And this was in Miami, and this is after they dropped that second game in Boston. No Porzingis, I understand, and I'm not saying they're gonna be up 30 at halftime, but I do expect a similar performance from this team. Oh, Jokic. Shout out to Jokic last night for costing me a nice amount of money. Shout out to Jokic, man. That's why it is my fault, though. I shouldn't. I know better. I know better. But yeah, shout out to Jokic, man. But yeah, with that being said, I think the Celtics come out and dominate. I couldn't talk you off of playing the Celtics in the first quarter, Celtics in the first half, Celtics for the full game. I couldn't talk you off of any of that. But the way I'm gonna attack it for the sake of this bet is for them to win the first half and the full game. And that's like a minus 180 or some shit. It's probably like a 160 now. And I put that with Tatum to get 7 rebounds. And that's a minus 126 for a unit. So Tatum has got 7 rebounds in what, 8 straight games, 9 straight games. Look at my notes. Yeah, 8 straight games. We had a nice plus 3,800 for Tatum to get a double-double every game in the series, and he would have gotten it if it wouldn't have been a blowout. But that's the issue with betting them props, man. One blowout and your shit be basically gone. And Tatum did have 7 rebounds, but he didn't play much last game. I don't even think he played the last 6-7 minutes of that game. I could be wrong, but he didn't get his normal allotment of minutes. So again, 7 rebounds his last 8 games. I expect him, honestly, to get about 8 to 10 today. Even if it's a blowout, I still expect them to be on the boards a little more just because I expect Cleveland not to shoot the ball as well, even though they're going home. But it's like, especially Donovan Mitchell, they was hitting some crazy shots. Even in the second half, Max Strus started hitting shots. So, yeah, I think Tatum's going to get his 7 rebounds. And I do like Boston to win the first half in the full game. So we'll take that for a unit, minus 126. All right. Next, about to rock through some half unit bets. Al Horford, 3 assists, over 2.5 assists, minus 135 on DraftKings. I'm not sure if it's still there. That's what I give it all that last night. I mean, it still should be there. He didn't cover it last game, so that's probably why they brought it back down. But if you know, you know. Al Horford with no Porzingis at 2.5 assists is an auto play. I've lost track of the great percentage. Yeah, still minus 135. He didn't hit it last game, but before that, he was like 10 of his last 13, 14, covering this assist line without Porzingis. I expect, I don't know what the Celtics scored last game. I'm sure they didn't play well last game, considering they lost at home. They actually got their ass whooped at home. So, let me just double check. Yeah, they scored 94 fucking points last game. So I think that he's gonna have more assist chances today. I think Boston's gonna score more, and I think naturally that'll help his assist. So Al Horford, this is more of a system play. Again, Porzingis, when he's out, when Al Horford this season starts for Porzingis, he's covered this line at the very least 70% of the time, but it's closer to 80, 85%. So Al Horford to get 3 assists, minus 135. Shop around, get the best price, but the best price, I believe, is available at DraftKings right now. Next, Evan Mobley, 2 blocks, minus 105. I guess you could call this a system play. Shit. He's got 2 blocks every game in the playoffs except for 2. So at this point, that's 7 of 9, if I'm not mistaken. He's got 3 or 4 blocks in a few of those games. Just had 2 blocks last game. Could have had more. So yeah, we're just gonna keep rocking with him. He's at home. Maybe less chance that he get caught for tic-tac fouls and he's in the game longer. He doesn't deal with foul trouble, or maybe a couple calls that could be called as fouls. They let him get away with it as a block. Either way it goes, I'm going to take Evan Mobley to get 2 blocks at minus 105. Shit, he been covering this for us. I feel like Mobley, this might be our 4th time betting him. He's either 3 or 4 or 2 of 3. He's only done us dirty once, and we bet him. So, yeah, shout out to Av. 3. This is our 4th time. We 2 or 3 right now. We took him at minus 150. Then we took him again at minus 155, and we lost that. Then we took him last game at plus 105, and he hit that, and that was minus 105. We're gonna take him again, dig? So yeah, shout out to Evan Mobley, and go ahead and get 12, man. Get 12 points. The Dreamers need that. Evan Mobley, 2 blocks, minus 105 every game in the playoffs except for 2. And whether Jared Allen comes back or not, I don't care. If anything, that's going to affect his rebounds, in my opinion. But I would play Jared Allen. I'm fading niggas coming off an injury, especially when they kind of lift their arm for like 2 weeks or whatever it was. I'd fade Jared Allen. Rebounds, how you gonna get? I mean, I'm sure you're gonna be able to get them, but shots, all that. I would fade Jared Allen, but we'll see if he plays. Evan Mobley, 2 blocks, minus 105. 3 more for y'all. Lou Dort, 4 rebounds in the Celtics, plus 5.5. Just to be honest with y'all, I didn't want to play 5 rebounds with Lou Dort. You could, I didn't want to, and I just needed a party piece to bring his 4 rebounds, which is like minus 160. I just needed something to bring that down. I feel really good in the Celtics today. Hasn't always worked out. Maybe the Celtics lose game 3, but I think we're gonna get some Miami game 3 vibes. We'll see though. But either way it goes, I took the Celtics plus 5.5, which is like minus, I don't know, 1,000 or some wild shit. But I took that shit. Yeah, probably like 1,000 or something. But I just put that with Lou Dort 4 rebounds. Obviously, Lou Dort 4 rebounds is the play. He's covered this his last 4 and last 5 or 6. What I like the most, I didn't really look at his rebound chances because I actually been watching the games and seeing he's like had a bunch of rebound chances. Just my eyes have been showing me this, so I trust it. And we've been playing Lou Dort too on the low, getting rebounds, and he's been working out for us. But yeah, he had 6 last game, and I believe that was with foul trouble. Did he have foul trouble last game? Or was it the game before he had foul trouble? I think he had foul trouble last game, and he still had 6. And then the game before may have been like a blowout, so he only played 26 minutes, and he still had 4. So, like, basically, he hasn't even gotten this full minutes yet because that game 1, like I said, was a blowout. That's the game where Luka had like 19 points or whatever. And last game, he was in and out of the lineup with foul trouble. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure last game was the game he had foul trouble. Yeah, because that's the game they lost. It's the game Luka came out super aggressive. So he hasn't even got his normal, 35, 38, maybe even 40 minutes that he's due to get in the playoffs. So 6 rebounds in limited time. 4 rebounds the game before that limited time. He's covered this his last 5 or 6 games this playoff, and he's covered the last 4 of the playoffs, and that's over 2 opponents. So Lou Dort, I like betting these hustler stats. And shout out to Mike Conley. I was on stream debating whether or not to bet Mike Conley 3 rebounds. My boy covered that shit in the first quarter, said stop playing with me. Oh man, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. You know what I'm saying? Like the reads was there. My boy got all the minutes in the world. Nigga couldn't hit a fucking shot. And then he was gonna get all the fucking garbage time minutes, and then he got hurt with like 6 minutes left. I'm like, bruh, yesterday was nasty, man. But yeah, Lou Dort 4 rebounds, Celtics plus 5.5. I'm playing that, and it's minus 125. If you don't want to do the Celtics plus 5.5, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you don't want to do that, you can find something else to play with it. Or if you want to just play the minus 160, you can do that as well, but I'm not trying to lay that much juice. Next, 2 bets, and these both kind of correlate together, so it is what it is. Josh Giddey under 12.5 PRA minus 140 on FanDuel. Go to the combos, player combos, and go to the alt combos, and I just the line is like 11.5. I put it to 12.5 for the minus 140, but yeah, under 12.5 PRA for Josh Giddey. All right, that's a minus 140, and that's for a half a unit. He's got 10-9 the first 2 games of the series. Those who know, we've been playing on Josh Giddey since March on this channel. And Josh Giddey made us a lot of money in March and April on this channel. Only reason why we played Josh Giddey was to eventually fade him in the playoffs. The first playing game or whatever, we faded him effectively. We tried to fade him in the playoffs. He had a pretty good series the first round. So I just said, fuck it, we're just going to leave Josh Giddey alone. But Josh Giddey was benched in the second half last game. Just like anybody who watches knows, he can't shoot. He's not much of an offensive threat. The other team were putting their opposing center on him. And when you do that, it's not enough spacing for your other guys to work. So what they did was they benched him in the second half of the game last game. And he played, 11 minutes, some shit like that. I don't see why anything changes. Maybe he comes out, because this is Josh Giddey. So you're the 5th option, literally. Like Lou Dort is an option for you. So maybe he comes out and has a quick 6 or 7 or 8 points, and it's the job. But I don't see that happening. Picks can fucking fly. Trust me. I've known this over the last few days, but I just don't see that happening. And that's what I'm putting my money on. Shit that I don't see happening. I could be wrong, but I don't. Now, he's going to probably want to come out and be aggressive, but you're also on the road. You guys need this game. This ain't time for you to be showing that you could be on the floor. Nigga, I was watching a podcast today and they was talking about it. Josh Giddey know, his teammates know, The fucking coaches know. Everybody know that this time was coming. That's why he's at fucking 10-9 PRA his first two games, and he was benched last game. Everybody knows this is coming. So why just tiptoe around it? Just start Aaron fucking Wiggins. Like, stop playing with us, insulting our intelligence, sit his ass on the bench, bring him in for a couple of minutes, and that be that. Start Aaron Wiggins. That's what you should do. So that's why I'm playing Josh Giddey under 12.5 PRA. I'm not going to alt the unders because it's so low to fucking begin with. And again, he did have 8 points last game. He did, because Josh Giddey, that's why we was betting him. He knows his stock is falling by the second, and he wants to put good film on tape, or whatever the fuck they call it, good stats on tape. He want to have some good game tape out there. He want to be able to say, well, shit, in the playoffs, in limited minutes, I still did average 13, 4, and 6, and I still did shoot 37% from three in the playoffs, even though they didn't play me and they thought I was unplayable. When they did play me, I was good. So that's why I'm not going to fade him in all aspects, because he might come out, if he does start, which he shouldn't, but if he does start, he might come out like, fuck it. I just don't see that, being that this is a big swing game 3 and you're on the road. Ain't nobody got time for Josh Giddey to be trying to prove that he's playable, nigga. You're not playable. Everybody knows you're not fucking playable. And if you go out here and have a quick 6 or 7 points in the first 4 minutes of the game, you'll fuck my bet up, but you're still not going to be playable, nigga. You're still not going to be playable. And I'm going to fade your ass next game. All right? So it is what it is. This is why we're fading Josh Giddey. Again, 10-9 PRA his first 2 games. Coming off getting benched last game, the nigga should not be starting. All right? That's for a half unit. And the bet that goes with that, Aaron Wiggins, to score 7 points. Shai Gilgeous, to score 20 points. This is on DraftKings, and this is a minus 120. No, I'm sorry, this is a minus 130. All right? Another half unit bet. Wiggins, 7 points. Shai Gilgeous, my boys, they jamming. Playing some reggaeton or some shit. Oh shit, there's a cardinal on my tree. Ow. But yeah. Aaron Wiggins, 7 points. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 20 points, minus 130. Same shit. First off, Wiggins, last 2 games, 20, 23 minutes. There's probably more than Josh Giddey the last 2 games. I'm not looking it up. Doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure it was last game. But yeah, last 2 games, 20, 23 minutes. Last 2 games, 9 and 16 points. All right. He's taking Giddey's minutes. His defense is better. He's a better shooter. He's a better offensive player. He should be taking all of Giddey's minutes. He should be in the start lineup. All right. Let's sit Giddey. Let's play Wiggins. Either way it goes, if the coach wants to be, because this coach is fucking, that's one thing about him. He's stubborn, and that's going to come back and bite him in his ass. I'm telling y'all. But he is a stubborn coach. He's still trying to, he ain't, maybe he do, but I ain't seeing the dog, because he would have been sat Josh Giddey. But either way it goes, maybe he's going to be soft and be like, it's okay, Josh, we'll start you, and then we'll sit you for the rest of the game. After that, he'll try to keep up appearances. Either way it goes, Aaron Wiggins should get the majority amount of minutes at that position. His only competition is Cason Wallace and Isaiah Joe. Cason Wallace really don't necessarily play his position, but I could see Cason Wallace coming to play. But he's also a rookie, and Aaron Wiggins is more of a veteran, and he's put good games. He's had his last 2 games have been pretty good. So yeah, Aaron Wiggins, again, his last 2 games, 9 and 16 points. What is that? 20 and 23 minutes. These 2 players go together. If one hits, I feel like the other should hit. I mean, hopefully they both hit regardless, but we playing these based on Josh Giddey minutes should be down, Aaron Wiggins minutes should be high. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your straight bets. All right. Where we at with this? 19, 20. I'm gonna run through the blunt money bets, and then we'll get to y'all comments. Shoot the shit for a little while before these games start. All right. Yeah, let's get into the blunt money bets. First, I'll do the ones I gave on the timeline. And yeah, shout out, man, to Kill Alexander Walker and Jokic too, man. I mean, it is what it is, man. Nikola Jokic. I should have known better than putting his ass on the fucking blunt money bet. Let's just be honest, man. It's just. All right, right now we got 11 hearts and retweets. It's only been 20 minutes. That's not bad. But we need to get some more hearts and retweets on Twitter. So yeah, if you're watching this on Twitter, please do me a favor, give us a heart and a retweet. I'd greatly appreciate that. If you're watching this on YouTube, like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me know what y'all are on. Sub to the channel, Blunt Money Best. That's the channel you watching right here. And more importantly, sub to the Cap Collective Discord, man. The homie Spartan in there going crazy. Excuse me. We going crazy up in there. I think Jasmine might have a plus 6,000 I saw on the timeline yesterday as well. So, real good group we got in there. So yeah, join the Cap Collective Discord. The link is in the description of this stream as well as in the bio on my Twitter page. All right. I'm drinking this. This ain't even really a mimosa. I was at breakfast with my mom. We had mimosas and I took my shit to go. Word. But it's all watered down. It still tastes good, but it's watered down like a motherfucker. All right, let's get into some Blunt Money Best. This is what I did. Well, shit, fuck it. I was gonna do the sweat free, but we'll do the easy one first. Aaron Wiggins 2 threes, PJ Washington 4 threes, plus 947. It still should be around the same price. I think last time I checked it was 946 on this. So, but yeah, Aaron Wiggins 2 threes, PJ Washington 4 threes. What did PJ Washington have 7 threes last game? Do you think they're gonna guard him? No. I told you guys before that game started that their shooters were gonna have to have a good game. I thought it was gonna be Derrick Jones Jr. Maybe even Josh Green, but it ended up being the most common sense one, PJ Washington. He's still gonna be open. It's not like they're gonna change their defense to be like, hey, don't worry about that pick and roll so much with Gafford and Luka. We need to be making sure PJ Washington don't get off. It's not happening. All right. So if PJ's ass is going to be open and he's either going to hit shots or he's not going to hit shots. They may act like they may pay him more attention. They may jump out a little more. The nigga's going to get 5 to 8 wide open threes, whether or not he takes them or he drives them. Or he actually gets the ball, which he's been getting the ball. That'll be another question, but he's going to get wide open shots. They're not going to, just because PJ Washington had a career game last game, they're not going to say, you know what, Kyrie had 8 points, nah, it's just not happening. He'll be open again. And Aaron Wiggins, told you guys, shit. I think Aaron Wiggins, let me look at my boy Wiggs threes, because I was going to play his 1-3 as a straight bet, but I already played his point, so that's I'm going to chill. But I believe my boy Wiggs got a 3 and 4 of his last 5, okay, now I was gassing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 of his last 6. 3 of 4, 4 of 6 for the boy Wiggs. You know what I'm saying? And he's in limited minutes. So first game against New Orleans, 16 minutes, 1-3, 12 minutes, no 3, 16 minutes, no 3, 16 minutes, 1 of 5 from 3. Last game, 2 games ago, 23 minutes, 3 of 4 from 3. And last game, he played 20 minutes and was 1 of 3 from 3. So he's getting his last 3 games, no more than 23 minutes. He's getting 5, 4, and 3 attempts here. I expect him to play as much, if not more, minutes today. So, yeah, I think it's not out of the realm of possibility that he could hit 2 threes. And shit, before that, just for what it's worth, the last few games of the regular season, it's not like he was playing a huge amount of minutes, but as I'm looking at his game log, you got on the 14th of April, he played 18 minutes, had 2 threes. Game before that had 1 3 in 24 minutes. Game before that had 2 threes in 17 minutes. Long story short, I think they're going to guard him the same way they're guarding Giddey, even if he starts for Giddey, even if he plays for Giddey. Fuck giving you all these stats. I'm going to just tell you guys what I think. All right. So if you're doing that, if you're going to guard Aaron Wiggins the same way you guard Josh Giddey, this nigga's going to hurt you. He's not Isaiah Joe from 3, but he can shoot. Aaron Wiggins can shoot the ball. Josh Giddey can't. And we've made money on Josh Giddey hitting 3 threes. We've seen Josh Giddey hit 3 threes in a fourth quarter. Last playoff series against the Pelicans, right? So I'm hoping we get 20 to 28 minutes with Aaron Wiggins. I'm hoping they put Daniel Gafford on him, Derek Lively on him, like they've been doing Josh Giddey. And if they do that, Aaron Wiggins is going to make them change that defense really quick. I'm telling y'all, if he can hit shots, because he can hit shots. He's a good shooter. Not saying he's Isaiah Joe, but he's probably a better shooter, if not as good as Case and Wallace. And these are guys that if you leave open, they can hit shots. So that's where that comes from. All right. And again, PJ Washington, he just hit 7 threes. You think you can get 4? I think he can. So yeah, that's a plus 947. Next, this is a sweat free for plus 900. And it's a lot of legs, but I mean, a lot of them are kind of simple. All right. So let's start with Luka and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, each to have 6 first quarter points. This is on DraftKings, by the way. This is my no sweat free, whatever on DraftKings. Luka the Don, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they each have 6 first quarter points. Aaron Wiggins to make a 3. Kyrie Irving to have 20 points. He had 8 last game. I expect him to have a bounce back game. If you want to bet Kyrie points, normally I would say wait till halftime, but I'm not even going to say wait till halftime because, to be honest with you, he may actually come out for the first time all playoffs aggressive just because he had a bad game. And this is a big swing game 3 at home. So I wouldn't even, normally I would say wait till the second half like we've been doing and just betting them live to end up with 25 and 30. But I wouldn't do that this game. If you like Kyrie, I'd bet him right now. But yeah, Kyrie to score 20. Kyrie Irving to have 1 block. We'll get to that later, but I love that. And Tim Hardaway Jr. to have 7 points. Almost a receipt, but 6 legs plus 900. I'll run it back again. Aaron Wiggins to have a 3. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Luka the Don each to have 6 first quarter points. Kyrie Irving to have a dub, 20 points. Kyrie Irving to have a block. And Tim Hardaway Jr. to have 7 points. The only ones here that really need explanation, in my opinion, is Tim Hardaway Jr. He actually looked like he could play basketball last game, and that was good to see, man. That was good to see because he's been asked for so fucking long. I forgot how long he been asked. Pause. But yeah, he has 17 points in 19 minutes last game. Hopefully, he gets his confidence back. He's at home. Just hit a few shots. Score 7 points. Now, ain't nobody even playing your 3 threes no more for plus 550. They actually lowered that. And that'd be the thing that'd be annoying me. He ain't even hit his 3 threes yet. And they done moved it to plus 220. Like, motherfucker. Like, at least let us lick off the 3 threes first. That's a little pause worthy too. But at least let us get some money off the 3 threes. Before you lower it to 220, you acting like we done hurt y'all. We ain't even do shit but lose money on the 3 threes. Now we can't even get our money back on the 3 threes. We got to put more money up to get it back. But yeah, hopefully Tim Hardaway, because they're going to need shooting. They are definitely going to need some shooting for Denver. Because, I mean, even with PJ, they're still going to need some shooting to continue to get that spacing and to loosen up that pick and roll for Luka and Gafford. So that's why I took Tim Hardaway 7 points. He's going to be their best scorer off the bench. Maybe Josh Green actually slows down. Who knows? But it could be Josh Green again too. But yeah, Tim Hardaway to get his 7 points and Kyrie Irving to get a block. So, shout out to the Day One Dreamers. They know we can give you stats and maybe even a couple analytics here and there. But above all, I'm a guy that watches the games. And I just like to bet what I see. And I see Kyrie Irving getting a bunch of blocks. Not even a bunch of blocks, but a bunch of block opportunities because he's guarding Jalen Williams, and Jalen Williams is stronger and faster than him. And when you're guarding somebody that's stronger and faster than you, and when I say faster, I mean like Jalen Williams is getting past Kyrie. Not consistently, but he is. But one way you guard that person is to swipe down or to stick your hand in a cookie jar. And he's been doing that. I've seen Kyrie do that so many times this series. Attempt to do it. Sometimes he's got the actual block. Other times he missed it. Other times he got a foul. But me seeing that, you got to think, what is J-Dub? I could be wrong. I feel like J-Dub like 6'6", 6'8". And Kyrie is like 6'2", 6'3". So it's a huge size advantage. I think J-Dub is taller than Shai. I think he is. I ain't going to look it up. Unless this is shit right here. Yeah. But either way, yeah, Kyrie 6'2". Let me look at Jalen Williams. Okay. They got him at 6'5". I'm very surprised. They got J Dub at 6'5". I thought J Dub was taller than that, to be honest with you. But either way it goes, he's still 3 inches taller than Kyrie. He's still bigger than Kyrie. And the way that you defend that is to try and get your hand in there, get some sneaky steals, and get some sneaky blocks. And I remember saying, watching last game, I was like, I don't care what the numbers say. I'm betting Kyrie to get blocks next game. So I did actually do some looking, and it does support what I'm saying here. Kyrie with 2 blocks last game, and he had a block in the game before that. He also had 2 blocks in the last game of the Clippers series. Now, for whatever reason, he didn't have any blocks before that. Maybe he just getting on his shit right now, and he just saying, I'm about to start trying to swipe down on the ball more. I don't know if this is an anomaly. It could be. It's only been 3 games, but no blocks in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No blocks in the first 5 games of the playoffs. 5 blocks in the last 3 games of the playoffs, including 2 games with 2 blocks, and back-to-back blocks in games against a common opponent and a common person you're guarding. Kyrie Irving has also had 2 steals in 4 straight games. So I could not talk you off of playing a straight bet with his stocks in general. But yeah, we're going to just throw a little something on Kyrie to get 1 block at the end of this blunt money bet, and that'll round out to plus 900. All right, so just one more time. Kyrie Irving to get a block, Kyrie Irving to get 20 points, Tim Hardaway to have 7 points, Aaron Wiggins to have a 3, Luka and Shea each to have 6 first quarter points. Next, Kyrie Irving, 2 blocks, plus 500. Same reasons I just listed. All right. That is on Fanatics. That is on Fanatics. So go ahead, shop around. I don't know if his 2 blocks are available anywhere else. But I was able to get them on Fanatics. So shop around and get the best price that you can. Next. And like I said, I don't have too much here. What do I do? Oh, okay, I do. Boston win margin. I'm not sure what these are right now, but I gave them out at 700 and plus 2,400. Boston to win by between 21 and 30 and 31 plus points. I got it at plus 700 and plus 2,400. I'm pretty sure you can get a better numbers than these at this point. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. I believe the line is coming down with the rumors of Jared Allen playing. I'll double check right now. I'm old enough to remember when I used to do none of this during the show. I would just tell y'all what it was and just keep it moving. But yeah, it is down to 7.5 right now. Yeah, you did this. Oh my gosh, yeah. So the 31 is plus 2,700 now, and the 21 to 30 is a plus 800 now. So there you go. You get better lines on that. And I've already repeated this a few times on stream. I'm just getting game 3 in Miami vibes tonight. We shall see. Donovan Mitchell and Jason Tatum each to score 35 points. I did play that, right? Yeah, I'm tripping. I should have just went all the way through. I'm about to do that shit right now. And we're gonna end it like that. Donovan Mitchell and Jason Tatum each to had 35, and Shea Gildress, Alexander, and the Don each to have 35. Shea Gildress and the Don each to have 35. That's like plus 739. And Tatum and oh boy, they each have 35. Let me double check. See what this is. Uber want me to delete this app so bad. These niggas send me one more notification. I'm deleting the app. I don't even Uber. Annoying ass. All right, let me see. But yeah, 35 for the best scores today, besides Kyrie. I do think it's a Kyrie day. I did give out something with Kyrie. But I just want to make sure. Yeah, so Tatum and Donovan Mitchell, I got it at 12, 16, 35 each for Tatum and Donovan Mitchell. I'd still play that. It's like 1100 now. I'd obviously still play that. And as far as Luka the Don and Shea, 35 and 35 for them. I'm pretty sure I played that and gave it out. If not, I'm about to play it right now and give it out. Okay, yeah, I gave it out 712. And I mean at this point, I should just put both. I'm about to put all these shits together just for a little bit of blow. You know, it wouldn't hurt. But yeah, I like that. Now, do I think that happens? No, but is it worth betting? Sure, just a little bit of money, blunt money, couldn't hurt. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, those are your blunt money bets. Excuse me. Let's get into some commentarios. Didn't I tell you guys the Drake and Kendrick battle was over? I told you guys that 2 weeks ago. I told you guys. I told you guys, you know, I'll update you guys with the stuff that I'm reading and learning, but my God, man. My goodness. It's bad. All right. M. Forever 96. My guy says smash that like button. Greatly appreciate it. Justin Smith, what's the vibes? Hit the like on the way in or on the way out. Let's cash tickets today. The Bucks been getting some of the lick back the last 2 days. Got to smack them back now. Who you fucking telling? Annoying as shit. I'll tell you that for sure. Keisa said we ready. Appreciate you pulling up. Andrew Burnett Jr. Obi was ass and TJ. Yeah, especially Obi. Can't wait to bet cat props tomorrow. You know he's going to ball out tomorrow just because of the day. I don't know. Was that his mom's birthday or something? I hope so. Shout out to his mom, but cat ass, bro. He might not do shit tomorrow. I'm just gonna be honest with you. He's ass. Jonathan Matthews, but I'm happy to see that he's having a good playoff. I'm happy to see him turning around. And I'll probably, if it's something with his mom, I'll put blunt money on it, but I won't expect it to hit. Cat's not good to me. Jonathan Matthews, how do you feel about Josh Giddey points over 5.5 and 10? I would not play his over 5.5. I would put a little bit of blunt money on his 10. That 10 at 400 did stroke my fancy. Pause, even though I'm fading him today. What's the vibes like? Comment, share, sub here in the court. Fahrenheit 451. Appreciate you pulling up. Was good, Dream Shot McIntyre. Trying to get out of a little rut. You know, that's gambling. You know, but other than that, same shit, different day. Really Bun say, yo, what's the vibes? DB said, was good, Dream. Running with this Kyrie over 1.5 steals. That's good. Lively, 6 points. I like that. Mobley over 17.5. Adding your 2-bot play 2. Chet under 8.5 rebounds in Celtics first half. Yeah, I love that Celtics first half look. Mobley over 17.5 points. Mobley points is at 17.5. Nah, they have 14.5. Maybe that's a typo. I don't know. Oh, points plus assists. Oh, okay. I'm like, what? Goodbye, Dream. Appreciate you pulling up. Mamu bets. But yeah, I like that. I like all those for sure. Them Chet rebounds scare me. I think Chet's gonna have a game where he actually rebounds the ball well. He rebounded against this team well all season and is yet to have a big rebounding game. I think sooner or later he's gonna have one. That's the only thing that scares me out of that, but I love the rest of those. Brandon said, what's good, Dream? What's the vibes? Appreciate you pulling up. Giddey being a side basketball player is karma from the universe. Pete Giddey, appreciate you pulling up, Myron. Hey, Pete Giddey made us some money, but you know, you think Jalen Williams goes over his point prop, 4.5 points? Yes, I do. I didn't bet it, but I do. Garland, 1 steal and 12 points. Okay. Fahrenheit got the players for y'all. Gafford, 12 points. All right. He's giving the reasons why in the comments for sure. Jalen, 5 points. Like his threes. Yep. Wiggins, 7 points, minus 130 on ESPN. Yep. Said cat because of Mother's Day. Oh, just because of Mother's Day? I mean, But no disrespect. Shout out to Cat and his family. I hope it's a good day for them tomorrow. But if it was his mom's birthday, maybe. But I appreciate that, Lee. Cash the line last 8 when he plays 20 minutes. Okay. Baseball play, but I'm betting Skeens first inning strikeouts up to 3 plus 1400. He plays for the Pirates. Okay. Uh damn, you niggas can play first inning strikeout. Shit, you can bet everything else. Why not? I got a bet and get. They stay giving me these bet and get to MLB. They want me to bet baseball so bad. I just be ignoring them. I'll be opting in though, but then I ignore them. I know that be pissing them off. Let me look at this play my guy talking about here, Nick the Ruler. Where we at? Pirates. Pitcher props. Each pitcher to throw one strikeout in the first inning. Oh, wait. You got to say where that stuff's at, Nick. If you're gonna get plays, make sure you list where they're available at, big dog. Kyrie 2 steals. That's on FanDuel plus 100. Cash last 9 to 10. Last 3 versus OKC. Yeah, Kyrie been getting steals like crazy. Cat mom passed away during COVID dream. He had close to her, and you know it's Mother's Day. Okay, see that's the thing. And again, you know that's so sad, man. That's so sad, and I'm sure it's gonna be a rough day for him and anybody who lost their mom. But just be careful. That's all I'll say. Be very careful with that narrative because this ain't the regular season, and I'll be very interested. Now, let's see what Cat did last year. I'm sure Cat played this on this day last year or the day before or after, so we can find out pretty easily here. Maybe he didn't. And that also shows you, oh well, no, because this is the second round. Okay. Never mind. Okay. But yeah, so just to tell you guys, and Cat has been playing well, man. Cat has rebounded well against this team. But my thing is this. Okay, he said he found on the first inning tab on DK. Okay. My only thing is this: not that he can't, but a lot of people are going to be motivated for Mother's Day. Not a lot of people, but other people have lost a mom or really love their mom. It's just that his kind of gets the most publicity. Also, it's a very big game. So if this was Ant Edwards or Jamal Murray or Jokic, maybe not even Jokic because that's not in his personality. But if it was one of those two guys, maybe, but not a kind of a second fiddle guy. You know, so yeah, I would not put a unit on anything with Cat tomorrow. What I would do is max him out, put a little blunt money on him to have 30, put a little blunt money on him to have, 5 threes, But am I going to put a unit on Karl Anthony Towns to score 22 points tomorrow because it's Mother's Day? No, I'm not going to, because that doesn't mean the shot's going to fall. And that doesn't mean he's not going to have 3 dumbass fouls in the first quarter. Karl Anthony Towns isn't going to change. He may be more motivated, and he may want to do a little more, but nah. But yeah, thank you for putting me on to that. I will definitely be laddering him in some capacity. Definitely. Music to my ears. He like that no run first inning. Okay. So they connected on plays. SGA 7 rebounds, 10, 9, and 12. His last 3. Yeah. SGA lean SGA block. I'm surprised you ain't just do the rebounds and assists. He been dishing it too, but he leaned in 1 block, pretty juiced. 1, 2, 2, 2 in his last 4. Sheesh. I mean, I feel like shit, and it, we might be, get buying stocks when they're their highest, but I feel like SGA, Kyrie, Luca, PJ. I feel like all they steals and blocks in one blunt money bet would do well because all of them been just getting a bunch of steals and blocks. So was just the info out on Cat, my guy for that guy lead. Me personally, I don't mess with Cat at all. My Rushmore permanent ban. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. Yeah. I gave Cat a chance earlier this series. I also had him in a blunt money bet last night, and he did his job, but Ant didn't. But Ant did cover another blunt money bet for me, so I wasn't upset. But yeah, Cat, best shooting big man ever. Cat Daddy, I ain't mad at Cat, man, and I hope he does have a great game tomorrow for his mom. If that make him feel better, I really do hope he has a great game. I just won't be bad. All right, man. Yeah, that's that. Added SGA over 1.5 threes and Jalen Williams over 1.5 threes to your blunt money bet, PJ and Wiggins. Okay, I ain't mad at that. Yeah, SGA, niggas like him upset me. I'm like, nigga, shoot more threes if you gonna go 2 of 3 every game. Like, god damn, nigga. But he definitely love that midi. And Jalen Williams is a street shooter for sure. He can definitely, is like once he hit one, he want to keep shooting them. So I can see both of those guys definitely hitting their threes, man. But yeah, man, that's that. I'm ready to get right with these straights today, man. Get some money on the board. Been giving away too much lately. So I'm ready to get the money on the board and definitely would like to cash a couple blunt money bets, but I need to get these straights, man. I'm ready to watch this game so my straights can just start cashing like that. And it'll be good. As far as let me see what's going on. WNBA start on Tuesday. Big vibes. I'm already looking at waiting for some props to drop. WNBA as soon as them props drop, I got to be on it. So WNBA start next week. Prepare yourselves. Let's get busy with that. What else? The Drake and Kendrick beef is over. I told you guys Kendrick was going to win. It has now been pretty much, universally believed that Kendrick won. I saw a tweet that was so funny. They said that Drake fans are like Trump fans after he lost the last election. Like how they was like trying to, trying to like overturn the election and all that shit. Like, nigga, you lost, bro. Like, fuck. It's over, my nigga. Like, damn, you lost. It's okay. You lost. Just come back in 4 years. And that's kind of how the Drake stands is right now on the timeline. It's crazy. But I did see a few tweets today where they were saying how there's basically like some Riddler Joker type nigga that basically said he that basically said that I don't know, he's the guy who gave Kendrick all the Meet the Graham shit. He's making like videos and shit that's giving like Joker or the Riddler vibes, like Batman villain, like almost loser vibes. Like if I was Drake, I'd be a little not worried because he got security and shit, but like be like, yo, this a fucking stalker, like sick shit, like dude, who knows what he took from Drake? And he got all these tweets and shit out there. Man, I would not doubt if everything on Meet the Grams is true. Everything down to the daughter. I'm telling y'all, in like 4 or 5 years, I would not doubt it, man. Like, and they saying that the leak is the producer Boy Wonder, one of the best producers out. That's what the hood is saying. We'll see. That'd be very interesting. But when I saw that video of dude basically, because it's like he still got all the stuff. Or maybe he made the video before he sent it to Kendrick, or I don't know. Maybe he just sent Kendrick a picture, but like all the stuff. So there's no Drake couldn't have planted that information. You didn't plant that information. The nigga has all the stuff that you're saying that you planted for Kendrick to take the bait. The nigga who is the guy who's giving the information is making live videos now after the beef, still with your bottles and your gloves and your shirts and your receipts. So this wasn't like, this clearly wasn't set up. And he's antagonizing you in these tweets. So, I'm not sure where Killer Cam is. I'm not sure where OVO Webbs is. I'm not sure where Step Back J is. I haven't seen Step Back J and OVO Webbs in a couple days, But yeah, again, I told you guys when this shit started. Drake is like a lot of powerful people. He's Donald Trump. He's Vince McMahon. He's LeBron James. He's Dana White. He's a powerful woman, Hillary Clinton, whatever. Rich, powerful people shape narratives. That's what Drake does. He tries to shape your narratives. Once I saw niggas say it was okay to have a ghostwriter, that's when I knew what I was dealing with. Never before in rap would it be okay to have a ghostwriter or a reference track for somebody that's supposed to be a top rapper, but for Drake, it was okay. Never in history would it be okay to like hide a son with an escort, you know what I'm saying, and like have another rapper expose that. But with Drake, it's okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he'll come back from this. If he's hiding another kid, he'll come back, just like Donald Trump can come back from grab her on the pussy on tape. Like, that's the what we're living in. If I get you guys enough money, I can have terrible charges against me and you guys will still support me. Y'all be like, and all I got to say is I ain't do it. And y'all be like, yeah, Dream ain't do it. That nigga Dream, he be getting us money. We gonna rock with him. That's maybe that's the times we've always lived in. But it's just a lot louder now because you have social media and you have basically stands, cults of people, of followers. So, it's just shocking watching this all happen. And trust me, Kendrick Lamar has at least 5 more diss songs for Drake. He's just not going to drop them. Trust me. Kendrick Lamar got a lot more shit on Drake. It's just over now. It's no need to beat a dead horse. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dead. It's been dead. The whole culture said, like, I'm seeing videos of LeBron James dancing. This dude got a #1 hit of them calling you a pedo. And on that #1 hit, where he's directly calling you a pedo, he's also calling you a culture vulture and giving a Black history lesson. When people say, what's the page posting the Joker references? It's am I playing Jay Williams back? My bad, I just seen these. I cannot talk you off of that. I cannot talk you off his threes. I think it's probably juiced a little more. Because what we get the nigga at 110 last game? But I could not talk you off of playing him back. His 2 threes could not talk you off of that. It's some African shit. I hearted some of it. Let me see. I should share it on my timeline. But it's like some burner page, like African ruler. No, Ebony Prince 2K24. He's posted. I'm looking at the video right. This is the video right here. This shit is like some Batcave shit, yo. And Kendrick didn't even use all this shit. That's a receipt for 56 bands right there. That's the shirt. And the video is like a minute. He got the Ozempic shit close up. He got all this nigga shit. Like, that's not somebody who linked information to get you. Nah, that's a nigga that, and the dude is talking shit. So the dude is saying, first of all, he said Kendrick is not a liar. I'm not a thief. Number 2, Drake and academics, you got until noon on Monday to retract your claims of theft, or my attorney and I will exhaust every legal option available. Yeah, good luck. Your lawyers against Drake and academics, nigga. Whatever. But he said in another tweet, you have many things discarded on your behalf over the years. I wonder if you can remember them all. Like he's talking like some kind of villain from Batman, yo. Yeah, Christian. Okay, yeah, Ebony Prince. Like this shit is weird, Joe. It's weird, but it's not. It's not when you actually think about it. Like, and Joe Budden, I watched that whole podcast. It took me like 3 days, or 2 days, however long it been out. But I watched the whole Joe Budden. I fell asleep, so I probably missed some of it. But the majority of the Joe Budden podcast that dropped on YouTube, it shit was like 4 hours. Yo, Joe Budden and the other dude, Imani, nice. This is my first time watching a Joe Budden podcast in maybe a year because now it's behind the paywall. Imani, he was making great points, and Joe Budden was too. But you got to think, some people that Drake be dissing deserve to get dissed. Like if you're gonna diss Rick Ross, French Montana, maybe even Joe Budden, nobody give a fuck. But you start dissing niggas like Pharrell. Joe Budden asked a question like, "Yo, before Drake, who have you ever heard of having any issue with Pharrell in the history of rap?" Y'all new boys might not know, y'all young boys might not know, but this nigga's on this stream older than me that know Pharrell been around since like 97, 98 low key. Then he got hot in the early 2000s, but Pharrell was around with Timberland and Missy them. Nobody ever had no issue with Pharrell. Pharrell was like the nicest guy in the industry. So when you got Drake, nigga not even from here, you're not even from here, and you shitting on one of the greatest producers of all time who don't bother nobody, again, he's not going to say nothing. But why do you think Kendrick's like, yo, I hear it to beef? It really made me think of my cousin Terrell. Like, my cousin Terrell, because I tell women and I tell niggas, like, I'm a good guy, but I'm not shit. Like Drake, I'm a sick nigga. So if we get into some shit, don't put nothing past me. Like, same thing with women. Not that don't put nothing past me, but I'm upfront with women. I tell them exactly what my expectations are, what you should expect from me, what I want from you. I'm not going to try and give you no game. I'm going to just tell you what it is, take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I am. Like, I'm very coarse. I'm very just straight out. So if you got an issue with Chris, I can see. If you got an issue with me, I can see it. Like, oh, who he think he is, or he talk all this shit, or like I can see it. But my cousin Terrell, he's the opposite. He ain't no punk, but he's a God-fearing man. He's a great guy. He's nice to everybody. He support everybody. If you got something bad to say about him, it's literally you. And it's gonna make niggas like me, if you talking bad about my cousin, or just fuck my cousin, but if you talking bad about him, he got so many friends that he support. Like, he's the type of guy that anytime you start a business, he gonna buy something and he gonna share your post on social media for like a week. Your own family might not support you like him. You might not have never met him, but y'all cool online. Y'all might have talked basketball online, so he gonna support you. So when you have issues with niggas like that, that make people look at you like, and you've already proven to be corny, and you like taking his chains and talk. Pharrell not no gangster, like, and then you don't got smoke with the gangsters like that. And then when you do get smoked, you run away from Pusha T. Like, shit like that is pussy, bro. And that's why I be like really wanting to talk to his fans. Like, okay, I know this is music, but how can you defend some of this shit? Like, we're men. That shit is like, how could you defend a nigga bashing chicks that don't choose you no more? Okay, you want to bash ASAP Rocky? That's corny to me. But you dissing Rihanna and Serena? What the fuck that do to you? I feel like the 50 Cent shit. Why put me in it? What? So I'm not shocked that this nigga got some fucking Gotham City villain that done probably got all kind of information, probably got all kind of proof, all kind of shit. Like, when you look at that video, the nigga got a shirt. He's talking about how he set up the luggage robbery and all this other shit. Like, it's really weird. And I'm not reading all that shit. I read all I had to read to know that, okay, all I needed to know was the source was true. And then when the official T or whatever dropped, like, if it dropped that Drake got another daughter, okay. But I'm not about to follow this shit word by word. What I wanted to have is confirmation of what I knew, that Drake was not fucking smart enough. And all these niggas saying that he was stands. How? First of all, that's stupid. But they try to act like he was just such this big decorated war general tactician that he would plant this information 10 months ahead of time because that's when the shit got stolen. So he would plant this information 10 months ahead of time, all for a battle that he didn't know would happen. Oh, but he must have knew it was going to happen, right? And that's where he set it up, and he knew Kendrick was going, man, get the fuck out of here. That nigga got caught slipping in LA, like everybody get caught slipping by them LA gangsters. It's that simple, nigga. You got caught slipping. We caught you with the Ozempic, which is not a shot because you already got your stomach done. So why are people acting like it's a shot? Oh, because he put the Rick Ross bars in there. Two things can be true. That fat nigga can be on it, and you could be on it too, nigga. The fuck? Y'all think Drake is really working out? Nigga in the studio eating and fucking bitches in the strip club. You think that nigga got time to work out? No. He like, yo, cut the stomach up. Get me looking good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he doing. So I am not surprised this nigga got people at him. He got industry people that hate him. And it probably don't got nothing to do with your success. Like, it's easy to be like, oh, niggas want to see you fail when you on top so long. I'm sure some of it got to do with that. But Drake, and this probably isn't all his fault either. But Drake hasn't had his reign gracefully. Like Drake, like when you're trying to, and this is another thing that they brought up. And again, with Drake, it's like, and we do this with niggas. They brought this up on the podcast too. We do this with killers. Like we all know, or maybe not all of us, but some of us know killers in our city that move just like Drake. But they're gangsters, they're killers, they're respected. So if he try to fuck your baby mom, it's just like, all right, you might want to do something about it. But if he fucking your baby mom or he fucking all these other chicks, you just let it rock because he like the number one killer in your city. And he well known. So you like, all right, man, you know, it is what it is. And that's what Drake is. He's the number one nigga in the industry. He the number one. So if you're going to knock off your baby mom and all that stuff, okay, you just got to take it. But that don't mean that don't breed resentment. And sooner or later, somebody gonna go at that nigga head, even though he the biggest killer in the city. You gonna fuck with the wrong one wife. Even if she do go, and she might not go, but even if she do go, he still might be in his feelings. And it's the same with Drake. You smashing literally everybody's wife or trying to. Nobody talks about the ones he tries to smash, what Baby Keem did, but nobody talks about the ones he reaches out to and tries to smash that don't go for it. How do those niggas feel? Nobody talks about when like Drake go to a studio session and this rapper's there with like baddies and some of them is they girls, and Drake wait till after the studio session's over to follow them chicks on Instagram and then DM them. But you ain't say no, we is all in the room. You ain't trying to snap my shorty when we was in the room, but you gonna wait and just, it's just certain shit as men you don't do, bro. And it's tough because it's like I be feeling like on this stream, I be teaching niggas, and that's fine. Because I had a podcast geared toward men. So I'm used to teaching niggas that's uncultured how to be cultured men. But it feel like I'm like preaching to like niggas that just don't understand. Like it's tough to explain if you just wasn't raised that way. It's just certain things that, first of all, if you're a man that get women, you don't have to do that. And that's the point with Drake. Like it's like he grew up not getting women, grew up not being cool, grew up not having no gangsters around him, grew up not having a secret handshake, like Kendrick said, and now that's what he tries to do. Now he's trying to smash everybody chick, no matter how old or how young. I'm not saying he's underage, but you know, if she 20 and it's Ja Morant shorty, she gonna go. If it's 40 and it's Ja Morant shorty mom, all right, she gonna go. Like it's no method to his madness. He just like knocking shit off. And he's the number one nigga. If he want to ravage through the world like that, do your thing. You're a grown-ass man. You're rich and successful. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. But it's shit that come behind that. It's niggas that don't like you behind that. So it's not that it be 20v1 because Kendrick could have deaded you by yourself like he proved. But now you got shit. Kendrick done ended the battle. Top Dog ended the battle today. It's over. And y'all know it was over. When the Heart 6 came out, and right now it's got more dislikes on YouTube than likes, the battle's over. When the number one song in the country is the number one artist of our era getting called a pedo, and niggas is dancing to that, the number one club banger song in the country, the battle's over. Is whatever metric you want to, it's over. The only way it's not over is if you a Trump type nigga and you still think Trump won the election. Okay. But it's still over, my nigga. You lost. You can feel that way. But this is what the culture is saying. This is the rules. Just is what it is, man. Shout out to Asia for finally getting that shoe deal. Yeah, man. Shout it out to Queen Asia Wilson. You know, we gotta put the Queen. Now we starting a new kingdom full for the WNBA season. And I will pop up. I should be doing that now. I will pop up and finish filling out all my kings. We will finish our king of the channel thread. But yeah, man, Queen Asia. I can't wait to bet on Queen Fee, Queen Kayla the Builder, But yeah, shout out to Queen Asia. I might buy those too. Just to support because and shout out to my other queens. Shout out to Queen Sabrina Inescu. Shout out to Caitlin Clark, not a queen yet, but shout out to Caitlin Clark. But nah, Asia should have been had sneakers. Asia, that 2 years ago, she should have had sneakers. So yeah, they put the page down there, Ebony 2K24. He going in, bro. He going in. That might be some employee that found something. Oh, it is. And I told you, I thought it was somebody from Future Camp. Just me guessing. I just thought it was somebody that's cool with Future and Drake. That go between both crews type shit. But we'll see. Yeah, they like, who the hell has problem? Yeah, they said that too. Like who had problem with DJ Mustard? Never heard of that neither. Drake be having issues with niggas you never heard nobody have issues with. And that just got to make you look at it like, it got to be you. It got to be like if, pigs fly, but 9 times out of 10, you having multiple issues with multiple niggas that nobody had issues with before you. It's you, bro. It's you. He definitely been poking the bear, LOL, like mentioning Serena husband. He has, bro. He had, and it's like these men, I forget who Serena Williams' husband is, but y'all think that's a broke nigga? Y'all think that's a broke white man? Y'all really think that's who Serena? Y'all think that's a man with no power in no industry, nowhere? Like, even if the nigga is like the number one hang gliding business, he got some sway in some industry. He knows somebody somewhere that can affect Drake in this way. The dude, Shane Gillums or Shane Gillis, whatever his name is, I haven't even heard none of his stuff, but he's a popular comedian. I seen a clip of this nigga calling Drake out 5 years ago, saying like, yeah, everybody know. And he sounded serious. He ain't sound like he was joking. He was like, yeah, everybody know Drake. Yeah, Drake's gonna be in about 5 years. Everybody knows Drake likes some young. Oh yeah, he likes some real young. I'm listening to this shit like, bruh. So it's like, we always got to remember, we on the outside. There's so much shit that goes on inside the industry that we will be shocked at. Now imagine the shit that they're shocked at, okay? So it's shit that we will be shocked at that they think is normal. It's shit going on in there that they're shocked at, that we will never, ever, ever have any idea about. And them the niggas that people really don't like. And Drake might be one of those weirdos, who knows? Drake, he is a wild boy. He's a wild boy, and he got all the right to be a wild boy. When you that successful, and you get into it like that, you can be as wild as you want. You just better have everything tied up. You better make sure, your crew, you better make sure 30 of them don't want to kill you out of the 100. You better make sure that you don't got leaks in the operation, if you're going to live that way, this is how Puff got away with it so long. Did you see the game try to insert himself in a rap beat, dissing Rick Ross? Yeah, and it's tough, but it is such as life. I hope Ross don't respond. He probably did respond. I hope Ross don't respond to this corny ass nigga. The game been corny forever. Now the game can rap his ass off. Don't get it twisted. The game can rap. But he's corny as fuck. He's giving broke. He got all his money going to that SA victim that he had to pay off, all his royalties and shit going to that. Like, you broke, you starving out here, you trying to get some attention. Like, Ross got put in the beef. What you call it this time? I could be wrong, but I feel like Drake dissed Ross first. Now, Ross got on that album first, But he didn't say nothing about Drake on that album. Drake is the one after that who invited Ross baby mom to his show. Again, other corny nigga shit. It's corny, but when you that nigga, you get away with it. But again, there's repercussions to that. And that's why you got dissed after that. So to me, that's okay. And Drake clearly he's still a little bit going back and forth. I think them two niggas gonna be cool too, by the way. I think all them niggas gonna Kendrick the only one who not gonna be cool with that nigga again. Because Kendrick truly don't think the nigga, he don't like what he stand for. The rest of them niggas don't got morals that they stand for either. So eventually they be back cool with Drake. And I mean I don't know these niggas personally, but what do Future like to do that we know? Fuck bitches, take drugs, just like Drake. What is so deep that got them two niggas beefing? Nothing. Now, Metro, I truly think that Drake says some slick shit about Metro mom passing, and that's why they don't mess with each other. And that's why Metro can't say it, because people will be like, damn, you still work with that nigga after he did that? That's just me thinking, you know. But yeah, that would be a great battle 5-10 years ago. And it might still be a decent battle. I hope Rick Ross don't respond, but if he did, it is what it is. But I'm not listening to none of that music. I'm not giving The Game a stream. And The Game has one of my favorite albums in the history of rap. Not his first album. The Doctor's Advocate is one of the best albums I have ever heard in my life, y'all. Dead ass. And I gotta salute him because that's when he got kicked off of G Unit and he got kicked off of Interscope. And it was he had no Dr. Dre beats. He was like sink or swim, nigga. And it really wasn't sink or swim, knowing what I know now, because he still had a nice machine behind him. That's why he had Will I Am on the album, and he still had a bunch of other niggas on the album. But I remember being like a teenager back then and thinking like, oh man, oh, The Game, it's over for The Game, man. And that album dropped. That album was fire, bro. That album, I still listen to that shit from time to time. Just the first song off The Doctor's Advocate, Looking at You. I'm gonna listen to that shit when I get off of here. I heard that in a minute. Jay Prince told him don't respond to Pusha T. That's why he didn't respond. But I feel like he should have, to be honest. But no, because knowing what we know now, Swag, do you believe that? No. That's what I'm saying. Drake is Trump. He have you niggas believing whatever, and you can do that. When you're great and you're powerful and you're rich, you can shape niggas' minds. You can have them believe whatever you want. That's not what happened. Jay Prince don't give a fuck. Jay Prince eating off you for life. If you don't sell another motherfucking record, Jay Prince is eating off of you, doggy. Now, did he tell you? You probably want to leave it alone because this nigga got you and you can't win? And Jay Prince knows the art of war? Yes. And do you want to make it seem that way? Do you want to put that narrative out there that Jay Prince is the one who stopped me? Yes. And will niggas fall for it? Yes. But do you really think that's what happened? No, bro. You didn't have no smoke for Pusha T. What the fuck else was you going to say to Pusha T? What was the big nuke? Kanye's a homosexual? Oh no. You won the battle. No, nigga. That was the supposed T, bro. That he effed Kim K and Kanye was sweet. I don't doubt Kanye being sweet. Anybody that knows that Kanye knows he has a ravaging porn addiction to the point where he's in meetings with executives for Fortune 500 companies with his laptop with porn playing, showing it to them. This nigga could be in the meeting with the head of Adidas watching porn, bro. Nicki Minaj, other rappers always talk about how he's in the studio. He has porn on at all the time. Niggas like that, I'm not shocked if they got a finger stuck in their ass. Freaky ass nigga, you a 69 God? Would I be shocked if Drake had? No, these are your niggas that y'all would be shocked about. And that's why I came on here and said, even if that comes out with Drake, y'all still gonna rock with him. Y'all gonna be like, well, he didn't deny it. He could be free to be himself. He still make bops, and you should. It just speaks to the stand culture. It just speaks to fuck him in the pussy, still be president. What fucking president could you ever be on tape basically saying, I mean, that's pretty much like admitting to SA, but let's just say he was just being a bachelor and she wanted it and she was cool with it. Presidents get away with that before. Now, I'm not talking about while you're in office and under the table with Monica Lewinsky. I'm talking about you running for office. A tape come out and you basically saying, yeah, man, you just walk up to the girl, grab him by the pussy, fuck him in the pussy. That's it. And you about to be the president? Wait, and you're backed by evangelical Christians by a heavy margin. That's the country we living in, y'all. So nothing shocks me no more. But Jay Prince ain't tell that nigga shit. He ain't have shit on Pusha T. Not a motherfucking thing. He had shit on Kanye. And Kanye ain't who had the smoke. Pusha T the one who had the smoke. Pusha T was the one. You ain't have nothing for him. Not a damn thing. Markel said, what's good? What's the vibes? Eating, smoking, and fucking bitches. You funny. That's all he doing. That's all he doing. Y'all think Drake in that gym if you want, nigga. All that nigga doing, eating, drinking, gambling. That's all he doing. Pulling a Drake used to be a saying 10 years ago for macking someone's girl. Okay. I mean, it might have been. I don't remember that. I don't remember ever saying that 10 years ago when I was trying to take somebody's girl was pulling a Drake. The Drake I know, and I was around obviously for all of Drake. I never forget the first time I ever heard Drake. I was in a club. Shout out to the people from my town watching. I was in Club Envy, and Best I Ever Had came on, and I'll never forget. I was coming out of the VIP, and I was like, "What is this?" It sounded good. I was like, "What is this?" And literally, that's one of the first few times I ever felt out of touch, because like it was like maybe let's just say 80 people on that dance floor, and like 20, 25 people was rapping this shit, singing it word for word, and I had never heard the song before. And I'm talking, and it was mostly girls, but they was all word for fucking word. And I've always been a music head. I've always been like, yo, this the new shit coming out. I'm on it. I want to hear it. It's good, it's bad, whatever. I had never heard that shit. But I had got in tune shortly after that, and that's when I started listening to So Far Gone, and that's still my favorite Drake song is still Fear. I think it's on So Far Gone. So yeah, I've been a Drake fan for forever. But with that being said, I don't remember that. I remember Trey Songz saying that Drake is the new Mr. Steal Your Girl, though. I do remember that. The homie Chris Nieto said the co-founder of Reddit. My God, this is what I'm saying. Y'all don't think the co-founder of Reddit got no connections in the tech industry, in any industry that could do Drake some harm? You don't think he could like hide? I mean, and Drake got stupid money, but I mean, like, I'm just, I don't know much. I'm just saying, this nigga, the co-founder of Reddit, you would think he knows some kind of super tech anonymous niggas that could get all in Drake DMs. He get all in Drake, like this the co-founder. I don't want to fuck with niggas like that. But again, this is Dream, who's not a billionaire. Drake probably like, nigga, you know who the fuck I am? These niggas don't want to fuck with me. He could be dead ass right. We gonna see. You know what I'm saying? I always try and keep it a bet. I try to keep it a buck. I like Kendrick more, but I ain't know. Hey, I tell you, Drake, you can't never put nothing past that nigga. I don't think LeBron's wife likes Drake at all. You can see her giving his. Yeah, I saw those posts on Twitter. Sometimes I feel like those are taken out of context, but a couple of those pictures is clear that she like. And I mean, of course, I'm that guy. I'm a bachelor with no kids who travels and does pretty much what I want to do. A lot of my friends are married with children. You think their wives want them hanging with Chris? Not saying that they don't trust them, but you think they want them out and about with me for too long? No, like, nigga, bring your ass home and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. Facts. Trey Songz said that. Yeah, I do remember Trey saying that. Because Trey used to be Mr. Steal Your Girl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't think he is either. Now, with that being said, I think anybody can get caught up. I remember when I was young, a dude I used to hoop with, he was 18. and he basically got labeled that because he messed with a 16-year-old. And like, so he got, the statutory, you know what I'm saying? He ain't have to do no jail time or nothing, but it's like that got put on him, and that followed him. That followed him for a while. It probably still follows him if people bring that up. And it's like, damn, he was 18, she was 16, and I think that Drake may have got hit with something like that before. Maybe Drake was like, because can we really even think about it? Even if you just the most playerist nigga in the world, you have no idea the amount of women that Drake has access to on the daily basis. How many, for lack of a better term, and my dream girls, no offense, I don't want to sound coarse when I say this, but Drake can literally fuck 1,000 girls in a day if he wanted to. He could literally, if he wanted to. So when you have that access to women, and a lot of men can't do that. There's maybe like Leonardo DiCaprio, maybe like the head of fucking the most powerful man, the most 5 powerful men in Asia. Because to have that, you have to have not only money, but you have to be attractive as well. You can't just be like an old 60-year-old nigga with money. Yeah, you can buy all the pussy in the world, but can you that's not the same. But when you can just get it because, there are women that's going to find you attractive and you the hottest nigga in the world and you got the most money, that's a position that very few men have ever had. Like, so when you're in that position and you literally can smash 1,000 chicks a day, don't be surprised if 1 or 2 of those 1,000 could be under 18, maybe under 17. And you're not trying to be that way. You could be checking everybody ID, but maybe you just off the Erkies today and you ain't checked that ID and it's a little fake and you ain't noticed that it was fake. And that girl's 16 and she say she 19 and you 32. And you ain't trying to marry her, but you just like, I can smash out this beautiful 19-year-old. Okay, yeah, she's a model. She's 19. This is her stuff. This is her college ID. Okay, this is her passport. Okay, yeah. And all that shit is fake. Y'all don't think that can happen to a nigga that have access? We've seen it happen to niggas with access to less women. You know what I'm saying? You don't think women lie about their age to fuck niggas they want to fuck? And this is just if we're assuming he's not a predator. If he is, all bets are off. But it's just assuming he's not a predator and he can get caught up. It's simply easy. We're men here. This ain't rocket science. We all know men that got caught up in shit that they had no business getting caught up in, and some of it may have not been their fault, but it's like it's going to ultimately be your fault because you're ultimately responsible for your actions. So even if she did do this, she did do this, at the end of the day, you still shouldn't have did that. Just how it happens. So, yeah, man. Freaky ass nigga, he is 69 God. It was weird seeing LeBron and Savannah dance to that. Extremely weird, but it is what it is. It appears the culture is getting Drake up out of here. And Drake's still going to go number 1, but they said this on the Joe Budden podcast as well. This ain't some shit that happens where his next album that drop is not going to be number 1. No. You still going to have them Drake stands that's going to be fighting. Just the same way Trump probably about to get elected. You're not over. You did take that L, though, and eventually it'll add up. So 5 years, like Drake could have still been that nigga in 5 years. Who was going to stop him? Every new sound that pop, he jumps on it. Every new nigga that pop, pause, he hops on it. He just signed the newest, hottest, viralist nigga, 4 bats. He just signed him. It's like they say that that's how you stay young. It's like I forget, like it's this weird term that they use, but they like old people be drinking the blood of the youth to stay young. That's what Drake is basically doing. So who is going to stop Drake for popping off the next 5 years? Who was 21 and Drake couldn't have had another album in 2025? It still would have went. We still would have listened to it. But I think that's over now. That there's no way Drake is still going to be the number 1 artist in 5 years. Not happening. Urban artist, not happening. Maybe pop. Maybe he'll go back to Canada and start rocking with it. I don't know. But I don't think he's gonna be the number one urban artist at all. 5 years from now, and I think that's directly due to the culture. Kendrick has made it cool because people in the industry always thought Drake was corny. Let Joe Budden and other people tell it. A lot of other people, they always thought he was the corny kid from Canada who always tried to act like something he wasn't, who wasn't himself. Look at what Wayne told him. Wayne said, oh, this is all over the internet. Wayne said, I just want you to be you. Don't start rapping about being a gangster, selling drugs, catching bodies. You just stick to the ladies and make it melody. You stick to that. Drake didn't do that. So the culture and the industry look at you like somebody you're not, because we saw you one way and you're pretending to be this another way. And what Kendrick did was Kendrick made it cool to say Drake is corny now. The industry already thought he was corny, but to us, the outside, he was always cool because he makes great music, he has a lot of money, and all of the people that we think are cool fuck with him, right? So that's just all you need to be cool: money, power, talent, and social proof. And for you guys that don't know, it's the same way you get almost any woman you want. It's literally the same thing: money, power, social status, and proof. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you a nigga, even if you're not handsome, if you got money, power, and all the coolest niggas in your city rock with you, you're gonna have access to the baddest chicks in your city. That's just how this works. So now Kendrick has made it cool to be like, that nigga's corny. I don't care that he has all that shit. He's still corny. He's made it cool to be like, you know how we always say you can still be corny and have all the money in the world? There he is. Kendrick is turning this guy into Russell Wilson right in front of us. Interesting. So with that being said, another classic stream. Y'all know the vibes. What I want y'all to do is pop off of Twitter, pop on YouTube, search Blunt Money Bets, like the video, share the video, comment on the video, sub to the channel. Turn your notification bells on. Please give me a heart and a retweet on where we at with this. Give me a heart and a retweet. How many we at? We had 21, so I need 4 more. Even though I ain't gonna front, we had so many yesterday that I won't go crazy. But still, I do want. Hey, shout out to them. We got 23, 24 now. Gang. So yeah, man, give me a heart and a retweet. I greatly appreciate that. This game about to start. I ain't putting in no more motherfucking bets. I'm sitting back and waiting for my shits to hit, hopefully. So as always, do me a favor, sub to the Cap Collective Discord as well too. Link is in the description of this video as well, the bio on my Twitter page. But as always, appreciate y'all rocking with me. Y'all know the vibes. Let's get this cash. We gotta have it. So let's get it.